Alright folks, welcome back to the Rational Red channel. My name is Michael and Manchester United absolutely dominated Manchester City 2-0 at Old Trafford, and I'm just lost for words almost. That was one of the best performances I've seen us play in years. Every aspect of it. I mean, right from the beginning with Harry Maguire 2 minutes in, hitting the crossbar. On another day that goes in. He was unlucky there, but it was just everything. It was like they looked composed, they looked confident, they were on it, they were fast, they were attacking, they were just relentless with it all the way through. City looked out of options, they looked lost, they literally looked like a rabbit in the headlights for most of that game. I am just so happy that with all the turmoil that's going on, all the media attention, all the negativity, blah blah blah, that they've turned up and they've just pulled off an absolute blinder. Now, obviously, we want to see it more, but right now, let's just focus on the here and now and enjoy it. Michael Carrick era has officially begun with an absolute dominance over the noisy neighbours Manchester City, and I'm absolutely here for it. And I just think it's just a great precedent going into such another big game away at Arsenal. But I tell you what, though, like obviously we all know how great Arsenal can be, but they've shown a few little ropey moments here and there. So there's nothing to suggest that us going away to Arsenal is one where we should just accept we're going to lose. After what we saw today, the confidence that will have within the squad, if they take that away to the Emirates, they're like, because don't forget as well, there's a bit of a thing like, yeah, well, I know we've got to try and fight for a Champions League spot, but outside of that, it's like, we're classed as such underdogs at the moment with all this attention on us that there's almost like a fuck it, what we've got to lose. Everyone thinks we're going to lose anyway, and then just going out there playing like they don't give a shit the way they've done today. It was just, I loved it. I loved every little bit of it. So just the best news, just the best thing to see. Everyone was great. Dallo was lucky to stay on the pitch, in my opinion. I know it wasn't intentional, but needless to say, those studs were high above the knee. I think he was pretty lucky, but sometimes you got to take the luck when you get it. Mount at the end, we had 2 minutes into the game with Maguire, then 2 minutes out from the game finishing, we had that with Mount. I was unlucky as well. It was just, as you'll see when you watch it, whether you watch the highlights, whether you watch the game, just the way they were playing, they just looked like something had drastically changed. And obviously we know obviously it has, but what I mean is maybe there's been stuff going on behind the scenes where, I don't know, maybe the way they're playing now just feels so much more natural to them, so much more comfortable, and something has clicked. I don't want to get too carried away with myself. It's obviously one game. There's a little bit of a manager bounce from, whatever's going on. So I'm not going to get too carried away. But obviously, after you see that kind of performance, there's no argument to say they can't do it, because they clearly can. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll maintain it and they'll continue this performance for the rest of the season. Because if they do, Champions League spot is all but certified, in my opinion. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and just share my absolute joy at the brilliance of what we've seen from our team, Manchester United, against the noisy neighbours, Manchester City. See you on the next video.